Do you ever get bored on Theme Park Tycoon and you run out of ideas of roller coasters to build? Yeah, I guess yeah, because you're watching this video. Well, I am here to save the day, and I have got 16 amazing roller coasters and their themes for you and your park, whether they're big or small projects. I've got them for you, and let's get into it. The first one that I've come up with is a single rail roller coaster with a shark / underwater theme. So what you can see is something like Red Jersey Devil, except it's all like, it could be a Jaws theme, you know, like it could just be themed to like underwater predators and stuff like that. The main one that stands out to me could be like a great white shark or something like that. Or you could theme it around Jaws, as in the movie. That could be a really good idea, and that could be a great addition to your theme park. Up next we have a vertical launch with a phase turbine overlay, and you could look up for Japanese myths for this roller coaster as well. I have attempted this and it has actually been one of my favourite original coasters that I have done. What I'd recommend is look up any Japanese mythology and the one that most interests you, theme it around that. For example, for me, I themed mine around the Lady of Forgetfulness, Mengpo. You know, research can be a very big part in making a roller coaster have an interesting theme and making one have a lame theme. Up next we have a multi-launch theme with a serpent kind of atmosphere to it. So this is one of the original themes that I have recently built as well, as you can see right here. It has really worked out for me, you know. I've had quite a lot of fun with the theming and stuff like that, and I believe this is capable for anyone to make this a theme. Maybe create an interesting backstory to this as well. This could be really cool and really fun to do. I've had a lot of fun making this roller coaster, and maybe you could have some fun as well. The next one that I've come up with is a spinning roller coaster with an Egyptian theme. So it could be around like pyramids and stuff like that, or it could just be around like mummies and Egyptian mythology and stuff like that. I could imagine that a spinning roller coaster could be very interesting. You could do some really cool stuff, especially like indoor sections of this roller coaster. I could really imagine some amazing builds being made there. Up next we have a wing coaster, which is like a blossom theme, and it could just be like blossom trees or just pink water or something like that. I believe that blossom can go really well with a roller coaster, and who knows, maybe you could do a better job than I did. It was one of the original roller coasters which I did on my channel, and it is quite a good roller coaster, I'll give it that. It's just that the wing coaster can be hard to smoothen, so if you were to do it, I would recommend a wing coaster, because I've proved that it is quite good to use around a blossom theme. So yeah, that's another theme for you. Another one that I have built before as well, and I absolutely adore, is the Beyond Vertical Drop roller coaster with a steampunk theme as well. Steampunk could be a really good theme, not only for the Beyond Vertical Drop, but for any roller coaster really. You can do so many things with it as well. The theme, like the backstory even, can be loads. You can just go above and beyond with it. Steampunk is a really fun theme to do. I definitely need to build more steampunk themes. I've only done one on Theme Park Tycoon, that's the thing. So yeah, Beyond Vertical Drop with a steampunk theme. As you can see on the screen at the moment, you can see that this is a example of one that I did, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed making it as well, and maybe you will as well. Another roller coaster idea that I have is a wooden roller coaster, this time with a horror theme as well. So maybe you could do something like Creaky floors, because it's all a wooden roller coaster, so wooden floors and stuff like that. You can make a horror movie out of a wooden coaster. I think this would be really unique as well, that's the thing, because of course you got the Wicker Man as well, which is kind of like a horror, but it's like a family thrill. Maybe you can make yours a thrill ride, or even make it from a wooden to a hybrid as well. You can go above and beyond with it as well, and especially with the horror genre, you can do it on anything. You can do it on a horror movie or just from your pure imagination. Another one that I've came up with is a wild mouse ride, but except to be a little bit more thrilling and scary by making it like a Sinister Western theme as well. For example, Rattlesnake at Chessington World of Adventures, that is a wild mouse and it is like a Western theme, but I believe you could add your own twist on this, whether it's making it more sinister, making it more friendly. You can go either way with it if you want to. and see what you can do with that. And it can be like a little small area as well in your park as well, so if you do need like a small roller coaster to take up some space, this could be perfect for you. Up next is a vertical launch with a phase turbine overlay again, except it's a boomerang coaster, so not like the multi-launch which I mentioned earlier with the Japanese mythology, except this is a boomerang coaster but just with a vertical launch and a phase turbine overlay. And this could be like a gamma radiation, as a main example of this could be the Hulk, Incredible Hulk at Islands of Adventure as well, except it doesn't have to include the Hulk, it could just be like a gamma radiation kind of thing as well. You could really do some interesting stuff with this. One thing that I did think of was Accelerator, except it used to be themed around Ben 10, where you were able to find that at Drayton Manor. And that could be a really good idea for a boomerang roller coaster. It certainly was for Ben 10, and maybe you could just theme it around more originally instead of Ben 10, but it's up to you. Up next is a Flawless 4-seater as well, but with a future/paradise theme. So one of my favourite songs is Raging by Kygo, and one thing that I would recommend is, if you have a favourite song, imagine a roller coaster around that song and then put it in Theme Park Tycoon. I've done that for many roller coasters in the past and they've all worked out quite well, but maybe like a future Flawless 4-seater as well could be really cool. And yeah, you never know how you could do with that. Maybe something like Fury 325 or something like that. You never know. It could be really, really cool. Another roller coaster idea is the inverted coaster, the 4-seater, and maybe a London theme around the 1800s. Of course, there was many things going on then, like the dark alleyways, Jack the Ripper, Jekyll and Hyde, and stuff like that. There's loads of London stories that you could base a roller coaster from, and I believe that an inverted coaster would be really unique as well. You know, it'd be really unique, and you could do some really cool stuff with it. You know, it could be a whole area, you know, in your theme park, like a quarter of your theme park could be themed around London in the 1800s. I would love to see this, personally. I would love to see this happen soon. Another roller coaster is a flying coaster, but apocalyptic theme. I do believe this could be really cool. Of course, there is the Swarm at Thorpe Park, which is a wing coaster, which is themed around the apocalypse. And I believe that a flying coaster could be really cool, because of course when you think of a flying coaster, you'll think of like flying like Air, Galactica, Manta, but if you added a more sinister theme to this as well, I believe this could be really cool. With another roller coaster as well being the hydraulic coaster, but maybe like a racetrack theme. And I believe that if it would be really cool if you did like a dueling one, so like 2 hydraulic coasters going around dueling each other on a racetrack. I believe that could be really cool. I don't know if this is like a real roller coaster anywhere, or if anyone's ever done this before, but like a dueling hydraulic launch could be really cool, like a race kind of thing, like the Grand Prix and stuff like that. That could be really sick, you know. Another one is a phase turbine coaster themed around a factory, like an abandoned factory area. So whether it's going through an abandoned factory and then trying to escape, or running away from evil employees, you know, like Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that. And I believe as well, especially the cars on the phase turbine, it could really add to the theme and effect and stuff. So that could be really cool. You could do like a massive factory like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and stuff like that. That could be really interesting to see how you do on that. And yeah, it could be really perfect for your theme park, who knows. And if you want a water roller coaster as well, I recommend a water coaster with a sewer theme. And this might sound really odd when you first hear this, but picture this: you're on a water boat going through a sewer, and then all of a sudden you drop down a waterfall kind of thing, and then you can do like loads of twists and turns with the water coaster and stuff like that. You could go beyond with this. It could be really cool, and I would love to see this as well, because it could all be underground. It is possible, especially since it's a sewer theme. You could put it all underground in your park as well, and I believe that could be really cool to add personally, so I would love to see someone add that. And the final roller coaster idea that I came up with is a dark ride, and it's themed around a clock. So this is very similar to the steampunk theme, but maybe like loads of clocks around and stuff, especially with the dark ride as well. So it doesn't have to be like a thrilling, scary roller coaster, except it could be like kind of sinister, kind of spooky, but with like loads of clocks ticking and stuff like that. And it could be perfect for a small area, just like the Wild Mouse roller coaster as well. And it could really do well for your park.